You guys were waiting. Hey, Penelope. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Suncatcher. You might have a new name now, maybe. We'll have to see about that. But I'm so excited to see everybody here. We're going to do something a little different this time, as I'm wont to do. You know how I like to shake things up. I don't like to keep it too simple for too long. So I have this deck today, the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and this one is by Alberto Vialdo, Colette Baron-Reed, and Marcelo Lobos. And this is like my old school deck, the one that maybe, hey, Millicent, not my very first deck, but it's definitely one that I used a lot when I first worked the medicine wheel, and because they are medicine wheel cards. So when we're working the medicine wheel, these are ones that we use within shamanism a good bit because of Alberto's vision of everything. Welcome home, everybody. Make sure you say those magic words. And if you honestly feel like you have been to all 4 of these live streams and managed to say welcome home during the live stream, put your name in here. Say, I did it. I won. Say, I won with an exclamation mark, because we have our lists that we're truing up with each other. Me and Viviani have been trying to keep track, but we don't want to accidentally miss somebody or leave anyone out. So if you feel like you've been to all 4 of these live streams and have said welcome home in each of these live streams, just say, I won, exclamation mark. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and put that in there, because I know a couple of you, I'm pretty sure that Millicent's been to all of these, and we're waiting for a few more. So you guys just put those in so we know. We don't want to miss out on anybody. But an amazing thing is happening right now in the stars from now until today's the 28th, I think, the 26th. So from now until the height of it'll be around the 28th. We are having something called a planet parade. And it's going to be so exciting. A planet parade essentially is when we have 6 planets diagonally lined up at the same time. So this is going to be Mercury, which we've already talked about a good bit through Mercury retrograde, through Lionsgate. We talked a good bit about Mercury. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all going to be aligned within the next couple of days. And this creates big energy, really, really big energy. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus should be available to the naked eye within the next couple of days. But Mercury and Neptune, I think you'll probably still need some sort of telescope to really see it good. So pay attention to that. And thank you, Suncatcher. Know how to make a Leo feel good. And while we're talking about this, I saw a meme the other day. It was like a pouty face girl, and it was like every Leo after this crap Leo season, because the planets have been doing such weird things all through Leo season that everyone's just been like sick or feeling insane, or just like everything's been going crazy and berserk for everyone. So, but welcome to Virgo season. It's now Viviani's season. She's a Virgo back there, our moderator. So everyone tell Viviani hello. Say hello, Vivi. And she is now her birthday month. And any other Virgos out there, hey, Gigi, good to see you. So anyways, with the planet parade, so all 6 of these planets are going to be lined up by the 28th. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through all of the zodiacs and basically give you guys an affirmation, a little teeny description, and then a card reading for each of these zodiacs, so that you guys know what to expect moving forward through this planet parade. And I'm so glad that we were guided into doing these lives this month, because it really gave us a chance to individualize these readings for you, rather than me just speaking and you watching the videos later, because so much has happened between the Lionsgate and Mercury retrograde and now this planet parade. There's really been a lot astrologically going on that we've been able to walk step by step, hand in hand, so you know how it's affecting you and what intentions you need to set moving forward into the life that you want. And I've seen so many people stepping onto different timelines, leveling up, really going through their initiations through this process, or even just coming into a space of clearing all of their karmic ties so that they are walking a secure path, feeling really safe in where they are. So I wanted to do a little numerology thing. It's not for today, the 26th. It's technically for the 28th, which is when the planet parade will be in its height. But August 28th, 2024, if we break all those numbers down into numerology, that really leaves us with the number 8. And so the number 8, turn it around, flip it sideways, you've got your infinity symbol, right? So with our infinity symbol, that tells us that through our planet parade, regardless of how these energies will affect you individually within your zodiac signs, we're really looking at balance, unity, infinity, cycles, unending cycles. We're looking at how we can show up in a new way because we're going through all of these cycles, right? And this infinity sign says, as we go through these cycles, let's just realize that it never ends and it never really begins. Let's just realize that there's unity in everything and that we're all one. Let's just look at this as, how can I now show up in a more authentic way? How can I show up in my life in a way that feels better to me, in a way that feels more aligned with what I want in the future? So, how can I show up in a new way? So, the first reading I want to get into is the Aries. Okay, we're going to start with Aries because you guys are so bossy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love a good Aries, real boss energy. So, this is like March 21st to April 19th. So, I need someone to volunteer as tribute to receive the Aries reading on behalf of all Aries. So, if you're an Aries, let everyone know I'm an Aries. And we're just looking at sun signs for now because it can get, hey, sun catcher, great. Because we know that these can get really super complicated and in depth because nobody is just one side. Everybody is very multifaceted. There's a lot of depth to this kind of stuff. And within your natal chart, I don't know if any of you have actually seen a natal chart, but all the planets are there in some capacity. So all of these things that I'm about to say throughout this video can be applied to everyone's life. Everyone here can apply these things into their life. But we're going to focus on your sun sign, meaning just the birth month. So here we have Suncatcher, who has volunteered as tribute on behalf of all Aries. So you're going to take this. Essentially, with the planet parade and all of the energies changing, the Aries, your affirmation for this month, for the rest of Virgo season, is going to be, let your goals be known in order to elevate your status. There's stuff going on with Aries right now about commerce, jobs, money, abundance, your job space, but it's very directly linked with communication. Now, we've spoken quite a bit over the last few weeks about communication because of Mercury retrograde and how Mercury has kind of been helping us bubble our emotions up on the inside and process everything instead of just letting us let it all out. So for Aries specifically, this looks like speaking your goals. Aries tend to be the kind of people, and this is a good thing, I respect this. Aries tend to be the kind of people that when they have something in mind that they want to do, that they want to create, they keep it close to their chest. They don't tell a lot of people what they're planning because they know that that energy can be corrupted by other people who are jealous or envious or who maybe just want to do it too, but it's not their thing to do. So this is the time that you get to show up in a new way, because with the planets aligned the way they are now, you speaking what you want and how your goals are going to be um, met is going to be very important for you. At this time, if you really want to boost yourself, boost your abundance, boost your job spaces, whatever it is that you're trying to create in commerce or jobs, this is the time for you to speak it and let your goals be known. And you will find people meeting you where you need them to and supporting you to elevate your goals. Okay? Hey, Chris, welcome home. So we've got you on there too. Chris, like we were saying for everybody else on here, if you feel like you've made it to all 4 of the lives this month and have said welcome home in all of the lives, go ahead and say, I won, exclamation mark. We don't want to miss anybody. We have our list, but go ahead and just remind us, let us know so that we can keep everything going forward. So that was Aries. Do we have any Taurus in the building? Taurus? Do we have any Tauruses volunteering as tribute? Kevin, I love you so gosh darn much. Mwah. Any Taurus? So a Taurus would be April 20th to May 20th. We need a Taurus to volunteer to take this word. Yay, Lisa! Yay! It's good to see you, Lisa. Taurus, your affirmation, and remember that everybody can apply these in however they fit for you, but this one specifically in the sun sign is for Taurus. Your affirmation for Virgo season: spend time with new people. Get out of that old routine. Get out of your old routine with friends. Stop staying. This could be a couple of different things. So I'm not going to aim this at you, Lisa, because this is supposed to be for all Tauruses. That affirmation is spend time with new people. So Tauruses are so comfortable. I love a good Taurus. They're like blankets. They're like security blankets that taste yummy because they love good food and good vibes and good aesthetics. They like quality. Quality is what they like. But it seems like all of these planets aligning are reminding Taurus that they like quality. And so, even in the relationships that they already have, they're being reminded to stop staying and explaining people's behavior away. This is where you get to not be afraid to let go of your closest allies. This is where you get to get over the stubbornness and the fear of moving forward. And you get to say, okay, I'm not going to explain their behavior anymore. I'm not going to continue to stay in low quality relationships that don't fit my aesthetic. I'm now unafraid to move forward in new relationships in a new way. So if you find yourself either on one side of the spectrum where you tend to really isolate and stay in your comfort zone, this might be guiding you out of that comfort zone a little bit to make new friends, to talk to new people, to find a deeper quality of life in your relationship spaces. And if you're one of those Tauruses that have many friends, this is where you're deepening the quality of those friends and not being afraid to let go simply because you're comfortable in that space. Okay? Love you, Taurus. Spend time with new people. Okay, Gemini. I think I saw someone volunteer for Gemini. Millicent, thank you for volunteering for Gemini. This is like May 21st to June 20th. And you're a good June 4th. I love a good June Gemini. They're very bubbly, fun, amazing people. Even if we did make fun of you a bit in our last live. Thanks for being a good sport. Love you, boo. So, Gemini, your affirmation for this Cancer season, specifically with the planet parade, is I believe in myself. Write that down, Millicent, and all other Geminis out there. I believe in myself. This is where we get to overcome unworthiness. I think that Gemini, they tend to have a very outward face of being very capable, of being very supportive, of being very loving, of being the hype people who kind of bring their friends and gather around and get people through things, even through humor or through action. But on the inside, with all of these planets happening and aligning, you might be feeling a little unsuccessful, unworthy. Um, the words imposter syndrome come to my head, where we're looking around at our life and all of the good things that have happened so far, and we're just like, do I deserve this? Is this really who I am? Am I just playing along here? Where is my power? Where is my bigness? Where is my worth? So, this planet parade, this alignment is happening specifically to show you where you might feel unworthy or have low confidence. And you get to build that up inside of yourself. You get to look at all the successful things that have happened in your life. You get to look around at all of the good things that you've accomplished over the last few months or even this year. And you get to say, I did this. I'm not an imposter here. I'm the reason that this happened. I am a success. I am worthy. I have overcome everything. And this is also the time, especially if you're, I don't know why these ages are coming to my mind, but about to be 30 or about to be 60, or after 85, especially in those ages, this is where you get to not sabotage yourself. Whatever you're going through, you don't get to sabotage yourself right now. Okay? You've done the work, you've come through, and there's like that last little bit to push through. You don't get to quit. You don't get to just throw your hands up in the air and, it's horrible and I don't know if I can do it. Honey, you were built for this. Your entire life has led to this point. You are a success. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are the reason the world goes round. And you're going to keep doing this. You're going to keep pushing forward and you're going to show the world how powerful you are. Okay? I believe in myself. Thank you, Millicent. Now we're going to move on to dun, 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 Cancer. Do we have a Cancer? Oh, you do have a Cancer sun. For some reason, I read that Cancer rising. Thank you, Jennifer, for volunteering as tribute. I read that completely backwards. Cancer. I think Cancers are so graceful and beautiful and long and ballerina like. What's your little picture here? A horse and a sun and a banner, a red banner. That looks graceful and ballerina like. I love it. It's beautiful. Thank you. Cancer. Cancer's affirmation through the planet parade and the rest of Virgo season: adventure, excitement, and fun. Adventure, excitement, and fun. That's an exciting reading to have. Now, Cancers, especially with this retrograde and everything that's happening here, we've kind of gotten to a point where we might be feeling like a crazy person. Can you confirm, Jennifer? Can you confirm? Have you been feeling a bit like static on the inside, like there's electricity running through you, or um, like there's just something mixed up or moving around in our heads, and we're not quite sure where to put this emotion or what the emotion is actually related to? Um, and Cancer's really used to feeling their way through things. And I love that about Cancer. But during this particular season of the planet parade and this particular alignment that's happening, you're being asked to break away from your normal routine, from your day to day life. You're being asked to breathe fresh air into your life, because the reason we're kind of going through this emotional cycle is because we're still going through the same physical cycle. We are needing fresh air in our relationships, in ourselves. We need to remind ourselves that we can do new things, that we can be big people, that we can have these adventures, that we can travel, that we can do things that we don't normally do. Cancers are very romantic, which also means that sometimes they tend to bond to people or places or situations that hold that sentiment for them. And you're being asked to you don't have to let go of that relationship. You don't have to let go of that space, but you're being asked to breathe something new into it. So take that date someplace you've never been before. Take that weekend adventure somewhere you've never been before. Let yourself expand a little bit and breathe, because that water it can't be stagnant anymore. That water needs to become a waterfall, a beautiful stream just for a little bit. This is your emotion driven, so you have to let your emotion be driven in proportion. Okay, so we have to have fun. We need to change our perspective at the same time that we're feeling all of that emotion come through. Jennifer, for you specifically, you need to do something for your heart space. Okay. So, whatever that looks like for you, you just need to, when you're doing something fun, when you're breathing fresh air, when you're being adventurous, do something that you actually love, but maybe you haven't had a chance to do, or that you haven't let yourself have the chance to do. Maybe you feel like you haven't had the time, or you're putting everybody else's needs before yours. And this is the time where you get to say, I have 1 month in this planet parade to really look at myself and my desires, my passions, and what I want. And there's going to be one thing that I do here in the middle of all this that's just for me. Okay? Do something just for you. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh, and by the way, I was going to pull cards as we went along for each zodiac sign, but I completely forgot. And now we're almost halfway through. So after we do these readings, I'm going to come back and pull cards for you guys from that deck I was talking about. What did we just do? Cancer. So now we need Leo. Give me your finest Leo. Hello, Sunny. You were chosen as our tribute for Leo. How exciting. Leo, during the planet parade, your affirmation is stay the course. Stay the freaking course. Hold on. Don't change. Don't move. Be still. I know. It sucks. It's crazy. It's crazy. Cancer got to be adventurous and exciting and have so much fun, and we just have to stay the course. What does this mean? Leo, I've explained it in the last video and the video before that. Whatever's happening with Leo right now is building up and building up and building up and building up, because you know something's going to change in the future, but now is not the time. You have to be patient right now. This is what's happening with Leo. Patience is key for Leo right now. You feel it coming. It's not time yet. You can't get discouraged. Okay, you have to keep yourself going. Don't change direction. Drive full force ahead. Whatever it is you're doing right now, you know it's going to be worth it in the end. You're intuitive. You feel something changing, but just keep going. Stay the course. I'm sorry, it sucks. You know, all of the fire, you just want to burn it all down, but it will be worth it. Okay, stay the course, Leo. Thank you, Sunny. You really took a bullet for us all. Virgo, show me your finest Virgo. Oh, Viviani. I love you. Okay. I'm sorry to do this for you in front of everybody, but you did volunteer as tribute. Love isn't logical. Okay? Virgo gets a love reading. Okay, guys? Love isn't logical. Virgo likes to make everything logical. They like everything to be in place. If it doesn't make sense, they don't know where to put it. But remember, whatever love, drama, or confusion that you have going on right now, it's because what you want from a relationship hasn't been very clear. You have taken the relationship that you have and you've classified it and put it in little boxes of where it fits into your life. And you're being asked not to do that anymore. Now you get to take all of that out of your little boxes, just be yourself, and ask yourself, what do I want right now? What do I want? And when you know what you want, then you can move forward. You're going to have to allow those you love to be accepted unconditionally in that capacity. So there's this side where we're having to really let go of certain things and come into what we want. And then there's this side where we have to say, this is the person that I want. This is the thing that I want. And then stop trying to fit them into all of your little logical boxes. Okay? So this goes two ways for Virgo. Take them out of your boxes, decide what you want. And if you've been trying to place someone you do want into those boxes, let them out. Let them be free. Let them be a whole person. Virgo, stop being so judgy. Let the people you love be the people you love without them having to fit into a mold of what you create for them. Okay? So, and I love Virgos so much. You're not really judgy. I'm sorry I said that. You're really not judgy at all. You're not. I love the Virgos. But remember, love isn't logical. So if you're feeling like you're very thoughtful lately about your relationships, about your choices, don't judge yourself, first off. Because I will go back on that statement. Virgos are very judgy of themselves. Of themselves. Maybe not other people, but definitely of themselves. Virgos give themselves a very, very hard time. So if you're feeling thoughtful about your relationships, just let that go. Be easy on yourself and see this as an opportunity to just reevaluate your relationships and what you want moving forward, okay? Love isn't logical. And that's August 23rd to September 22nd. Okay, let's see Libra. Libra, Chris. I was just going to keep going. I didn't even see it there. Chris is our gorgeous Libra for the day. So this is September 23rd to October 22nd. A Libra's affirmation for the planet parade: get what you give. Not give what you get what you give. Libra is all about that balance, right? But Libra also has this thing sometimes where they give a lot. They want to give a lot of advice. They want to give a lot of help. They want to give a lot of support. They are really trying to give of themselves. With Libra, I see a lot of politeness. That's not something very tangible, but I noticed that about Libra. They really want to put their best foot forward, to be really polite, to be seen as somebody who is caring. And they don't always get a lot of that back, whether that's just misunderstood for them or whatever that is. But this is the time through the planet parade where you get to balance your partnerships here. You get to place boundaries in places where you've been giving and not receiving anything back, or where you're being taken advantage of. This is where you get to release all of the dead weight that you've been dragging behind you, because you are so balanced and you tend to research things and you really like the best things going on. You tend to become like the fixer in people's situations sometimes, where you're just carrying people and dragging people with you through life, and they turn to you when they need things instead of just because they want to be with you. So this is where you get to reevaluate those sorts of relationships and let go of all of that dead weight. Move forward. Get what you give. Make sure that your relationships are very balanced, reciprocal, that there is a love in that infinity symbol that we're talking about here. Do we have any Scorpios in the house? Any beautiful Scorpio? Oh, Penelope, beautiful Scorpio. Mwah. October 23rd to November 22nd. And you're volunteering to take this for all Scorpios here. Your affirmation is passion and romance. Passion and romance. Take that however you want that, Miss Penelope. For Scorpio right now, the planets are allowing you guys to address your feelings under fire, for you guys to express your hidden feelings, to speak on how you want to be treated, and to resolve all issues to move forward together. So, passion and romance. This is where everything that's been hidden beneath the surface gets to come out. Now, just because I know you, I can say that this has actually been coming out for you recently, even if it's just in your family relationships. But in your relationships, anything that's been beneath the surface, that's been hidden, that you haven't been talking about lately, this is where you get to bring that out. Thank you, Miss Penelope. Remember, passion and romance, speaking what you feel. Do we have any Sagittarius here? Any Sagittarius? Any Sagittarius? You know what? That's probably for the best. They're probably out frolicking somewhere. So, with Sagittarius, this is November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, your affirmation is my schedule is set. I'm going to go over Sagittarius anyways, just in case on replay we have a Sag, and because you guys can apply all of this to your own life. But with Sagittarius, this is where we're resolving chaos. And if they're resolving chaos, that's probably why they're not on the live right now, because their life is so chaotic. They can't even sit here and listen to this. Sagittarius, there's probably a lot of chaos happening. And this planet parade is where you get to resolve that. It's bringing up a lot inside of your home or work life that you get to resolve and bring stability and clear foundations for. There's security coming into your life right now. So you get to bring and practice structure in your daily routine to get back on track and feel safe moving forward. You don't burn out. We don't want you to burn off. We don't want you to burn out. So all of this stuff that's happening for you right now, any chaos going on in your life right now, is simply for you to learn how to practice a structured routine to bring yourself security. Let's move on to Capricorn. I thought I saw a Capricorn earlier. Any Capricorn? You did not see a Capricorn? So Capricorn, that affirmation, this is December 22nd to January 19th. And Capricorn says, I am worth the hard work. If you're not a Capricorn, it doesn't matter. Claim this. Everybody needs to claim this. I am worth the hard work. Capricorn, they tend to burn themselves out. They work. They're the freaking machines of the zodiac. They will get something done. They are the daddy of the zodiac. And I mean, if you really want something done, no offense, Virgo. Virgo's really, really great at organizing things and moving through in a structured way. But a Capricorn is the person who's actually going to hammer it out and get it done. Yes, I am a Capricorn. So, I'm worth the hard work. They get to say, when I've spread myself too thin and I feel like I'm doing it all by myself and I need validation from others, I get to say, I am connected. I am approved of. I am safe. I am worthy. Remember that you have teams. You have a support system. You don't have to keep pushing and just do it all yourself. Other people might not work as quickly as you do, and that's why you do it yourself, but you don't have to. You get to say, I am connected, I am approved of, I am safe, and I am worthy of everything that I've built. What I have built is beautiful and wonderful. I am worth the hard work. Do we have an Aquarius in the building? Oh, Gigi, I would love for you to be tribute for this Aquarian reading. the Aquarius, and I've seen a couple Aquarius in here also. I think this Savvy Wolf was in here earlier. January 20th to February 18th is the Aquarius. Your affirmation is, I dive deep. Dive deep. Get deep into there. Look, the Aquarius is the opposite sign of the Leo. So they have very, very similar attributes. The Aquarius is an air sign. So there's a lot in the mind going on. But underneath the surface of everything, there's a whole lot of emotion that happens that they don't always know how to express or how to let out. So all of these planets are aligning for you to specifically learn how to dive deep into all of that stuff and let it out. You're learning how to do that for yourself. So this is where you're finding your creative spark, how the time to try is now. If there's something that's been beneath the surface for you, now is the time where all the planets are aligned for you to try at that thing that you've been wanting. Your creativity is high, your vitality is high. This is Al Capone, or Edgar Allan Poe. We just call him Al, and he just snuck through the door. I have so many black cats. I have 4 black cats. Mwah. He's our baby, though. He's the youngest one. Anyways, so high communication right now. This is where you get to be confident. You get to be the rebel. Anything that you've really been wanting to do, wanting to create, dive deep into yourself right now, Aquarius, and get that out. Go ahead and let it out. Do we have a Pisces in the house? Because I think this is our last one. Squish Kitty! I know. I love to squish him. He's so cute. Thank you, Gigi. Do we have a Pisces in the house? This is February 19th to March 20th. That's okay. Pisces are probably off playing with all those Sagittariuses. Although I did see a Sagittarius come back on. So if you're still on here, who was that? That was Amanda. For the Sagittarius, you can go back to watch it, but your affirmation is, my schedule is set. So structure is coming to you. Practice your routine. For Pisces, your affirmation is, I feel. And this really isn't a hard one for a Pisces. Pisces love to feel, they love to create, but we know that they kind of go back and forth. Those fish swimming in opposite directions. They kind of go back and forth between their creativity spaces and their need alone time spaces. So these planets are aligning specifically to get you into your subconscious. I think that I really liked the Pisces reading the most during this particular planetary alignment, because with Mercury in retrograde and all of these planets aligned, it's leaving the Pisces constellation in detriment, which means that they are not looking into the outer realms, they're looking into their inner realms, the subconscious realms. And so their intuition, their compassion, their gentleness, love is what they're really looking into here with everything. So this might really be engaging you with family. If you think of those you love, this is helping you overcome judgment of those you love. This is helping you look into the feel spaces. So in all of your day-to-day interactions, you get to, during this planetary alignment, you just get to think, I feel, I love, and release all judgment. So we got through a lot pretty quickly, and we still have 20 minutes. So who would like a reading from the Shaman's deck? I was going to do one per zodiac, but I feel like the affirmations and the planetary alignment readings for each zodiac was fine. And now we can just do some readings for people. Who would like a card pull, darlings? Who would like a card pull? I'm going to do one for myself. Okay, Seascape, I guess I'll do you first. Seascape, what if we do our readings together? Yes. Okay. I don't know what this means together. Seascape, yours was the Earth Keeper. Remember that these are Alberto Villoldo's cards. So this deck is specific, has very shamanic, deep messages for this. The Earth Keeper, when we work the medicine wheel, is usually what comes in when we're in the place of the East. This is where we get to get in touch with angels, with all of the keepers of the earth. So angels, ancestors, all of those um, high vibrational guides on the other side that guide us through how to speak with the earth, how to be in balance with the earth. So I'm actually going to look this one up for you and read you part of it because these cards are very beautiful and they have beautiful definitions. But it says with the Earth Keeper that this is where you are currently involved in co-creating your world right now. You're responsible for its well-being, and this is reminding you that you are a steward over your life, over your home, over the earth, over whatever you're doing right now. You're stewarding over it. And this is for peace. This is where our intention with stewardship is to bring peace and balance into everything that we're doing. You've outgrown your small dreams of success and achievement, and you're ready to dream big with possibilities beyond your wildest expectations. Take on the mantle of the Earth Keeper and reach out to a friend in need who you may not have been in touch with for some time. Take care of your pets, feed the strays that come by, clean up your yard, because all of these things are a reflection of your personal relationship with the earth. Grow the sacred dream, and your personal life will flourish. Remember, it's not just about me any longer. So, this is essentially telling you as you bring that balance, as you connect in with those higher vibrational frequencies and bring that balance to the earth, how you care for your body, how you care for your home, how you care for the homeless people, how you care for strays is how you care for the earth. It reflects your inner love. So that's your card. Now, I did pull a card for me, and I told you I was going to do our readings together because I thought it would be fun, but now I have no idea how they fit together in any way. I guess I kind of do because mine was the sacrifice. And the sacrifice card is specifically about honing everything down to the sacred. And if you're letting go of everything that's not sacred and just coming down to the sacred, what are you left with? The Earth Keeper, you know? So I feel like those actually do go together. Thanks for doing a love reading with me, Seascape. Thanks. Who's next? Who else would like a card? Miss Penelope. Okay. For you, I got the Witness. I really like the Witness because when we pull the Witness, a lot of the time, what it's telling us is just to sit back, relax, stop having to be so involved in things because we don't have to keep doing. The Witness, a lot of the time, just tells us that we get to just rest, that it's okay to just be, to just exist for a little while, that we can take a deep breath. And there's not always something that we have to fix. There's not always something that we have to fix with others or with ourselves, that it's okay to just observe the world and be at peace. So I think that's the big message coming through for you, but I'll read your little invitation here also. The Witness has been by your side all along and is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. I really like this because when we've been going through difficulties, it's hard for us to find that stillness or feel like we're getting good advice. So I really like this card with that stillness coming through. Thank you, Miss Penelope. Who's next, darling? Millicent, I've got you a card right here. I already pulled it. Okay. the hunter. Dun, dun, dun. Hunted, the hunter, the huntress. There's bear energy on there. I see like stag energy, eagle energy, all kinds of energies on this. Now, what the first thing that comes to my mind with you specifically with this card is tracking energy. I'm not sure why, but along your journey of opening up your gifts, practice tracking energy. So when you're working on somebody, this might be where you get a whiff of something. And Lisa, if Lisa's still on here, Lisa told me this during one of my sessions. She said, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she essentially said I was like a dog where I'm working on someone and I'm sniffing something out and I get a whiff of something and I dig, 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 dig till I find that thing and I pull it out. And it was actually kind of funny, but this is the same energy that I'm picking up with you, that you have the ability to track energy. So if you feel like there's a specific thing that you want or intention that you have, then you can just really focus on that frequency and vibration until it reveals itself. Or if you're working on somebody else, being open to all of their frequencies and how it flows. And if there's a particular frequency that you can pull out that needs to be healed, or a particular memory that needs to be really tracked down so that you can look into it, you have the ability to do that. And you have the ability to do this through your heart space. So this is probably going to be more empathic than logical. Okay. So the invitation for the hunter says, rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest you're in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. Do not follow the maps drawn by others, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass and use all of your senses, including your common sense. I really like that it said to be the map maker. You don't have to rely on everybody else to tell you exactly how your gifts are supposed to work. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like we've kind of had discussions like this before, because your gifts are very unique for you. So you need to be the person to draw your own map, to learn how to track your own energy and really work through things on your own. Not because you're not supported, because you're extremely supported, but it's more about empowerment and learning to work your way through your gifts. Thanks, Millicent. Next person, Jennifer. Woohoo! The beauty way. I love this for you, Jennifer. I feel like it gives off all of that good Cancer vibe energy. So, the beauty way is actually a shamanic practice where you, on a daily basis, practice finding the beauty in all situations. So, no matter where we are, what we're going through, what situation we're in, whether it's positive or negative, this is where we get to practice seeing that silver lining, finding the beauty that's there, because we start to understand that life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. So we find the positive, the lesson, the good thing, the reason why it's happening for us in that situation. And even if we can't find that reason, we get to say, something we're grateful for. I'm grateful that I can be here with this person. I'm grateful that I exist. I'm grateful for this interaction, whatever it is that's happening. The Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. Stop to smell the roses, take a deep breath, look up at the stars, and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. A lot of the time, if we're not living by the beauty way, when negative things happen to us, we completely miss the point. We think that something bad's happening. We start to have self doubt in our own decisions. We start to doubt spirit, we just kind of let everything fall for a few minutes and we fall apart on the inside. But if we're really looking at everything from the beauty way, then we understand that everything's happening for a reason, that everything's showing us something that we love, something that's sacred to us, something that means something deeply to us. And the beauty way is the perfect way to gently be able to navigate through your life. Thanks, Jennifer. Who's next? Hi, Gina. Sunny. Of course, there's time for you, Sunny. Let's get you through. Let's see what shamanic message is coming out for Sunny. Okay, and for some reason, I'm feeling 2 for you. And as I pull them, the first one coming out is coyote medicine. And we know coyote is the trickster. Now, this is another one of those cards that when it comes out, people are immediately like, gasp, coyote. There's a trickster in the wings. Somebody's trying to take advantage of me. But remember, coyote is a medicine and it's a beautiful medicine. When we get coyote, it's because we're being called to pay attention to something, to turn on our night vision, if you will, to read between the lines, to understand what's going on below the surface. When coyote comes to us, it's because there's something we're supposed to be seeing and it's getting our attention. So this says, if coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointment because they're true tests of faith. You've set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you're being led off course, off the path leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this. Coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you're ready to handle what you've set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. So, challenges, when they come to you, if we're not seeing that point, interestingly, your second card was the beauty way. And remember, we just talked about the beauty way, that if we're not seeing the beauty in each situation, then we're probably not getting the true message that's underneath it all. We're probably not grasping the sacredness and the power that's in there. And so Coyote says, here's a challenge because I want to deepen your understanding of what's happening. I really like coyote also because a lot of the time we call coyote without knowing it. When challenges are being presented to us or when the world tests us, what's really happening is that our subconscious mind is testing ourselves to see if we really trust ourselves with what we're trying to build moving forward, if we really trust that we are capable of doing what we want to do. And coyote is really a strengthener because coyote is very, very strong and works in packs, that support system. So he's helping us to understand we are capable, we are strong, we can do this, we can get the medicine, and we can see the beauty in all things. Thanks, Sunny. Lyra, yes. I've seen you on a couple of these lives, and I don't know that I've gotten around to giving you a reading. If I have, that's great. But if I have not, I'm super excited about this one. Okay, you've got a couple of cards here. The first one is the rattle. And I love this because this is a sacred tool. The rattle isn't a practice, it is a tool. This is something that everyone on the shamanic path carries inside of your medicine bag. So when we're doing this rattle, we have the stick of it that usually is representative of the tree or the woods or the wood people. And then we have the shell or the leather. So the animal kingdom's involved, the crystal kingdom's involved. But what the rattle does as a sacred tool when we use it in the body is it calls up the energy. It raises the energy up. It calls up the spirit. So if we're using a rattle before we work on somebody, it's bringing their energy up out of their body a little bit to give us more room to look, to reach in, to work on them. So when we use this energy of the rattle in our day-to-day life, it might be helping us call the energies up so that we can hear messages more easily, so that we can see more in depth. So with this particular card, I feel like it's more of a gift of a sacred tool that we have, that we can call on the gift of the rattle, that we can call those energies up and receive those deeper messages. And let's see what it has to say for you. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful, they're very sharp and can hurt you and others if they're not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. Now, that combined with the second card I was drawn to for you, the Luminous Warrior, this makes me feel like you're going through a level up in your spiritual practice, and you are coming into a place where you're no longer in duality, that you're coming into a state of oneness. You're leveling up here. And when we level up, you might be asked to put some of your old tools aside, to step out of some of your old practices, and also to reevaluate your ethics and your intentions and where you're moving going forward. So make sure you take all of that to heart, and let's see. I do want to get one more reading in here, but I do also want to get this little Luminous Warrior read for you, because I really love the Luminous Warrior. By the time we're in the Luminous Warrior, we're coming out of duality and we are heightening our energy to the point where we're beyond fear. We have no enemies, and we just get to be a peaceful person, peaceful with the earth and peaceful with those around us. The Luminous Warrior reminds you it's important to focus on your power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. Remember that intention follows attention. So focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for action as you resolve all situations from within. That's twice now that I've heard the word intention with you in this reading. So make sure that as you move forward into these next little bits of everything, that you are sitting with your intention and what you want as you go. And use whatever your affirmation. What was your zodiac affirmation? Because that would be a good one to pair with that. I'm just being drawn back to that. Viviani, can I pull a card for you? Yeah? Okay. Okay. So I ended up with a coyote card for you again. So remember the message from earlier, that whatever it is that you're going through right now, this might be your subconscious testing you a little bit, making sure that you are prepared for the challenges to come. Not because hard, big, bad things are coming, but because you are a strong person who's very, very capable of walking the path that you've chosen. And Coyote is showing you your strength and your power and your capability. And pair that with your second card of the eagle. You're about to rise above. You're about to get out of whatever this low vibrating energy is, and you're about to get out there in the heights. You're going to see from a different perspective. You're going to feel that freedom. You're going to feel that wind under your wings. Inspiration is coming. I am so excited about all of this for you. This is overall a very positive reading. So thanks for letting me do that. Oh, thank you, Lyra. I missed our sessions too. A whole bunch of cards just flew themselves out at me. So let's get through them quickly. Let's see. Oh, this is too many to go through all at once. Oh, how much time do I have? 1 minute. Let's see what happens. The first one I got was the drum. So remember to connect into the earth, the heartbeat of Pachamama. She's coming in. There's thunder, something's shaking up, but it's shaking up to shake everything out. And when everything shakes out, we're going to be coming into joy. The sweetness of life is going to start filling us. And as it fills us, we're going to get into that beauty way, seeing the beauty in all things. And as we do that, we're going to come into that sorcerer card is not negative. That sorcerer card shows us that when we're filled with joy and that high vibrating energy, that we're capable of everything, of overcoming everything, of really seeing our shadow side and bringing that into our positive intention with where we're going in the future. Because we are luminous warriors. And when we accept all of ourselves, then we accept all of the world and we can live in true peace and harmony and show up in a new way. Thank you guys so, so much for being with me on this Monday afternoon. Thank you to our moderator, Viviani. Thank you, everybody. And we'll get together real, real soon. Make sure that you tune in because we're going to be posting something later and in the next couple of days saying who our winners are for these readings, for our welcome home readings. And I'm so excited to have been here. Bye, everybody. Bye.